Hi guys, Mrs. Boyer back again with you, and I am so happy to be with you guys. It's getting closer and closer to when we get to meet each other in person and get to play and do all of our fun learning, and we're going to get so smart with knowledge. But today, I have a book for you. I still have to read you guys books because I want to get all the books we can up on our chart, because in the gym we're going to have this beautiful bulletin board that shows how many books you guys have read, or that we have read to you, your parents. So mark them down. You have that sheet that Mrs. Coop and I sent home. Color them in. And if you have more, have your moms just write them in there. And that way we can count them all for our bulletin board for Mrs. Coop's class. And I'm reading too. I have a new book here that I'm reading. And I also I'm reading this book too. So I am reading 2 books at one time. Plus, I'm reading to you guys every day so we can get all of our books in. Because reading, today you're a reader, but tomorrow you're going to be a leader. You are, because you're smart. Okay, so I have this book, and it's about trees. Yeah, it's a good book. It's about, I think it might be a dad and a son. I'm not really sure, but they're cats. Cat's father and a little cat son. And it says, now I know trees. So some facts about trees that we can learn. This is the front. This is the back. This is the spine. And I open it up to the title page. And the author who wrote all these words, her name is Sharon Gordon. And Irene Trivas, she drew the pictures in this book. She must be a really good artist to draw these pictures. Good job, Irene. Take a walk through the woods. Take a look all around you. Beautiful trees are all around you. A tree is a plant. Like other plants, a tree grows from a seed. And right there, the little boy has a seed in his hand. Or the dad has that's the dad. The dad has a seed in his hand, and it's an acorn. A seed that looks like this. An acorn. And it will grow to be a giant oak tree. A seed that looks like this, I call them helicopters, will grow to be a beautiful maple tree. All trees have roots. These are called roots. The roots reach deep into the ground. They drink drops of water from the ground. It's kind of like straws. They sip it up. Then they send the water up to the trunk of the tree, to the branches. A tree trunk makes a good home for woodpeckers. A tree is a good place to live. The leaves need water to make food for the trees. Some trees have long, thin leaves that look like needles. Pine trees and fir trees have needles like this. These trees stay green all year long. Many trees have flat, wide leaves. The oak and maple trees have leaves like this. This is an oak leaf and this is a maple leaf. These trees usually lose their leaves in autumn or fall. But before they do, they give us a beautiful show of color. Just look out your window. Reds and yellows and oranges fill the woods. In the cold winter, the trees will rest. Go take a break. Their roots cannot get water from the frozen ground. It's so cold in winter and the ground is frozen that they can't drink. They can't out of their straw because the ground is frozen. But in the spring, warm rain will reach deep into the ground. the roots will drink the warm water and send new life through the trees. Then the woods will be filled with beautiful green trees again, because it's a cycle. You know what a cycle is? Well, a cycle is something that you go through. Like a bicycle, you pedal, you go through it. Okay? Well, a tree cycle is, we have summer, when all the leaves are green and are because the sunlight is warm, and we have water and soil. And then in the fall, the weather starts to change, and it's starting to get colder, and there's not as much sunlight. So the leaves change color. They're not green anymore. They turn red and yellow and orange. And then they fall from the trees when winter comes, because the roots can't sip up the water anymore. So we don't have leaves, because the leaves don't get a drink. Excuse me. And then in the spring, the soil starts getting warmer again, and the roots are able to drink some drops of water. And what happens to the leaves? They turn green again. It's a cycle, guys, a cycle. So neat. We're learning so many great things about trees. If you find like an acorn or something neat that goes with trees at your house, save it in a baggie and bring it to school, and we'll put it on our science plate, okay? We have a science tray. I call it a plate, but it's actually a tray. A science tray, and we'll look at them. And I even have a microscope right too. I love science, so we have a lot of science things. Alrighty, that's it for today about trees, trees, trees. I will see you later, alligators.